Welcome to Arcana Homesteading. We're your host, Sherry.
And Shauna.
I feel like we need to do a little dance or something. It's kind of just weird, like sitting here stationary. Isn't it strange?
Do a little day, get up. Woo!
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Sherry's still pregnant. When you have your baby, you can dance. It'll be easier.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I'm definitely gonna have to be like, you're gonna have to just stand with me because she's not gonna let me sit down. I know. She's a ruiner already.
Yeah, she's gonna love sitting down.
No baby loves sitting down.
Yeah, she's
especially
gonna
my
love it.
babies.
You can stand. You can not see your head.
I was gonna say, see the video camera though.
I'll sit. You're like, Sherry's up there doing baby things.
You can see her baby, just on her face. Don't. You can hear her voice. Don't worry, it's all you need.
Yeah. That's funny. So today we are talking about homestead hacks, and we've done a couple of these, and they always go well, so we're going to do another one. Yay! Also, we wanted to mention, if you haven't checked out our Patreon, please do so.
Yes.
You can find us at Porch Talks with our kind of homesteading. It's us just ranting and having a good time,
Yes.
and we want to feel
Super
like you're
funny.
sitting on the porch with us, having a good time as well. So
Yes.
go check that out. And once Sherry has her baby, we're going to drink more, so it's going to be extra fun.
Link will be in the show notes for that Patreon, so you can just hit the link and it'll take you right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we wanted to go over some hacks that we find are useful and easy.
Yeah.
We like easy hacks.
Yes. Easy is always nice.
I was waiting for my husband to make a comment, but he didn't.
I know.
was
You're like smiling over at him. You're like, go ahead. This is your
I was
cue.
like, I know, so what he's eating is peanut butter and jelly,
I
so
was
he's going to
gonna
talk.
say, he's eating. He's like,
Reminds
I
me
am eating the rest of my sandwich.
of that old
Starving.
peanut butter, or no, it was a milk commercial. You know, Alan Burr. You know that one? I showed Alan Burr. Milk. So remember that?
I think about that
Do
commercial
remember
once
that.
every 6 months. And I don't know why
I know,
haven't
I
done
know. It was such a classic. So
Little
like,
mm.
Alan Burr.
I know.
So like,
They
Well-
need
"It's
to
Alan
bring
Burr."
that back.
It was
Do
so
it
great,
again.
yeah.
That
That'd
was
be-
the
So
heavy
who shot
dairy
Alexander
lobby. That was
Hamilton.
why
That's
that
like the
happened.
only reason I know that too. It's like if anybody asks me, you shot Alexander Hamilton.
From that commercial?
Yeah.
That's cool. I like it.
History facts from milk commercials.
Thank you, TV.
Okay, so our first hack is super easy. So if you have animals that
sorry.
you know
Yawning
you're
in the
going to
microphone.
have to take, like, to get sheared or take to the vet or what the fuck ever, like, you know that they're not, used to trailering or whatever. So how to load them very, very easily. So a few days before, I would start this a couple weeks before, honestly, but you can do it a few days before too. Put the trailer that you're using in their pen and start feeding them in there. Put all their feed, they'll run in to eat, right? Or at least they will eventually. And then they'll get so used to it when you open that trailer to take them, they think all their food's in there and they'll load
Yeah.
right up. Easy
So
peasy.
the only problem I just was thinking about, had an epiphany, is if they have a gate that the trailer won't fit through. Slight problem.
That is, why would you have a gate that your trailer can, because you have to like get into your pasture for all kinds of things. That'd be weird. That's weird if you don't. You know
well,
what I'm saying?
you have a gate that their trailer wouldn't fit through. Your goat gate, you'd have to take it on part of your fence.
No,
So you could
to
do
our
that,
big,
I suppose. Uh-huh.
Not for our big goats.
not for our big goats.
But
No, tiny goats.
We had to, but we did that after the fact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And like we have our one pen we could get our trailer into for sure. But
But
yeah,
you
the
can even
others,
teach
yeah.
them, just like you have your trailer that you use for milk, and
Yeah.
the goats know to
Yeah.
go right into that trailer for oats. You could have it outside of your pen too,
And then just take them in
take
there,
them in there and
reward them with food, and then
Yeah,
they
it's all
associate delicious
incentive.
food with the trailer.
Yeah.
And they're not scared of it. So
it's all incentive.
easy hack to,
Yeah.
train your animals, whatever you have, to the trailer.
Easy
Yeah.
peasy.
Yeah.
So you can do the next one.
I almost couldn't read your handwriting. It was weird.
What? I have great handwriting.
So gravel around your water troughs, which is fucking genius because then you don't have a bunch of fucking mud everywhere. Obviously, you would have to keep replacing that gravel. The dirt's just going to eat it up, like that's just how it goes. But you could do that.
But it would work for like a couple winters before you had to replace it. And you have to do it wide enough so when your animals are standing there drinking, they're not getting, they're not standing in mud. And then it just cuts down on mud in general.
And when you have
everybody.
to like dump those water
Yeah,
troughs
it's
to,
just-
you know what I mean?
It's amazing.
Yes.
But I think I quit worrying about mud a while ago.
Yeah, ditto. I was like, gravel around your water troughs. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
I think a lot of
Not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
But it'd be pretty cool. That's probably very low on my priority list.
low on the priority
Yeah.
list to re-gravel the water troughs.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
We're not those kind of homesteaders. I know
Our
some that
kind of
are.
homesteaders.
You know, I know some that are. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
like that would be-
a lot are though.
That
I
would
think
be like
so. This is
we
helpful for
want
all of you guys.
things a certain way.
Yeah.
And I don't have things a certain way in any part of my life.
We love mud.
I'm fine with mud.
I am fine with mud.
Yeah, 100% fine. Mud, dirt.
Yeah.
The only thing I ever said that I'm not okay with, like on our last episode, bugs. I should not be a ranch person because of bugs.
I love bugs.
Depending on their speed.
Yeah, the speed of the bug. It
Even
matters.
I still love fast spiders. They just creep me out for a second, and I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm gonna get a cup. Slow the fuck down. I'm going way too fast, buddy.
There's children present.
The
What
next.
does that mean? A contractor broom? What does that mean?
Oh, so like you take like a. Don't question my handwriting.
I just
so-
was wondering if I was reading it
Like
correctly.
you know, like a heavy duty broom head that you use for like the.
push broom?
Oh,
Like-
a push broom. That's what she means. Yes. Why contractor?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
She doesn't know.
That's
it's
the
fine.
sound of a contract.
Yeah. So she
Anyway,
means the
so you-
gigantic push brooms.
But not the big ones, like this big. You know,
specific size of
Yeah.
push broom.
you could use the big ones.
And what are we using the push broom
Okay,
for?
so then secure it somehow to like near your entryway onto something heavy, and then before you go, this is again for those of you that hate mud, you can wipe your shoes off, all the mud off before you enter
Okay.
wherever your house or
That's cute.
your wood shop or whatever the fuck you're worried about getting mud everywhere.
Also never doing that, but that's adorable.
What?
It could work.
You worried about mud in your fucking wood shop? God.
Are you?
Some
Me?
people.
No.
Some people.
Yeah, I
I've
was
got
gonna
cement in there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling the kids on the way over here that they used to like back in the day when this has nothing to do with mud, but it has to do with poop and pee. But back in the day when they didn't have like heat lamps and stuff to keep their animals warm, especially their milk animal, because if for those of you that have like a dairy animal, you know, like if it gets super cold out, they like will give, and like your chickens, they'll stop laying. You know, they're
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
provide as much milk. You know, they're like, fuck you. You know, I'm cold, I'm keeping this milk. So they used to bring their animals inside to keep them warm, like in their kitchen, right, where they would have their fireplace because that's where they would heat up their food and shit. And they'd bring their animal in, and they would have like a stone floor, but the animal would still like, you know, they'd usually lay hay down, and then they would throw the hay out, or they'd wash the thing out every day. But I was
Sounds like Serbian Christmas.
but I would totally,
Yeah.
do that.
If you thought your animals were not warm enough.
Yeah, or just for fun,
Yeah. You should.
just to bring the animals in, you know.
I mean, I have, yeah. I mean,
Remember how many times you haven't had goats? Like just
I was going to
running-
say, I mean, I have goats in my house all the time.
Our big fat goats are Nubians.
Yeah.
They used to be very sweet. We bottle raised them. They're kind of devils now, but
Yeah.
when they were little and they would get into the house, or they would just be in the house because, you know, and
Wee. Yes.
they
that.
be, like they would run up the stairs, they jump on the bed. They were like
Oh, yeah.
such children.
Such
you know,
children,
there's
yes,
like
yes,
and having so
yes.
much fun. They just loving their life.
Yeah.
Like they would love it.
Our two pygmy goats that I bottle raised, they would, and they still will come in if like they get an opportunity. If the door's open, they're like, yes, thank you, I'm coming in.
I miss
And
this place.
They like up until like a year ago, they would come in and they would trot around having so much fun, you know, and they're so big and fat.
Yeah.
But they're trotting around having so much fun, and they would always jump on the couch and pee. They just want to pee on the couch.
Naughty.
It's so weird to me. I'm like,
Soft.
why?
It's soft.
What does that mean, though?
I don't know, like like the grass or the hay.
They just hate the sound of pee on hard floor.
It
Man,
probably gets
it was
everywhere,
so
you know?
funny. I was okay.
It goes right into the couch. They don't have to worry about it.
My couch is leather, so it does not. So thank goodness. But it was just so funny. I'm like, why the couch? You know, like so fucking funny.
So
We've
annoying.
had so many goats in the house. It's insane.
we actually
I've raised so many in the house. So
our
it's not a
big
yeah.
fat goats. Sorry, that's what we call them, but they love it. They
they love it.
They love it.
They told us.
So I used to just keep my back door open for our dogs just to go in and out while I was like doing stuff around the house, because they would just like scratch, you know, dogs. They're just like, I want to come in, I want to come out. And so I'd have it open a little bit, and I was doing something. I don't even know where I was in the house because I didn't hear the large goats enter the house because they got out of their pen somehow. They have a huge pasture, huge. And they got out somehow because obviously outside is better than inside. And they
Yes.
got out. I did not hear them come inside. Alls I hear, I thought somebody was like robbing us because I was like, there was so
That's
much,
an odd thing to go to.
because there was so much noise all of a sudden, and the dogs are
Oh.
like barking and being crazy, and I was like,
Oh,
what
okay.
the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And, you know, but I still like went upstairs without anything, without being armed at all. I was just pissed, you know, because I was like, I'm trying to get something done, and like, what the fuck is upstairs right now? The goats are like on the bed, they're like looking at me eating something, you know. I was like,
That is
it's
hysterical.
so funny.
I would never go to like, oh, I'm being robbed.
Well, like what I wouldn't. I guess I should think like, oh, the goats are in the house.
Yeah. It's probably a little bit more, you know,
Practical?
realistic. Yeah. That's
If
my
the
point.
dogs weren't freaking out as much because they're like,
Your dogs are just excited.
yeah,
you
they were
know?
very
Yeah.
excited.
They're just like, there's a goat on the bed.
Wee.
We should bark. Oh,
It was crazy
Fucking
though,
dogs.
but yeah, they're not inside goats anymore. They're too big,
well, yes. Well, they're huge. They're
and
like
they
a
also like to
couple
headbutt you
hundred
with
pounds
their
each.
with their
Yes.
horns. Only when you're like
Yes.
bent over in a
No.
position where you know they're all like, "This is gonna be fun."
This is gonna hurt. For
Honest, anytime
you.
he's like over, like trying to fix their pen, he's like bent over there. It's like, and you can see them like getting ready to. It's like, all right, backing
Right
up,
in the
backing up. He's get
So
so
fucking
mad.
funny.
He came in last night. He was like, I'm gonna go lock up the goats. Our little Nigis get locked up at night, and then he calls me, and like anytime like he calls me at night, I automatically, I don't know why, I think like, you know, he fell or he hurt himself or he like, I don't know, like, you know, you think like something's wrong, you know.
No.
Because he doesn't call me often. Obviously, it's never been anything traumatic, but he was all, come get your fucking goats. And he's like so pissed off. I'm like, okay. And like, I got
Well,
it.
The big ones came in, and I'm trying to
They're
get
not the big
Gengar
ones.
in.
They're all the same size.
and
The
they're
moms.
older, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The moms. The
Yeah,
does.
and you
yes.
know how we have the inside like separated for the two, and like
Yes.
usually it's Estrella or whatever her name is that's harder to get into the.
She's
the
a
pen.
spaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but she goes in, and then Gengar's like, "I'm just not going to go in," and
Yeah.
I've already given them
He's a
oats
shithead.
in each of their things.
Yes.
And you know the other one like it's a tick, 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 tick. You only have a certain amount of time.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong. So you are though. You don't put the oats down until the two are on the one side. They have to be, you know, they have to be good. So like I hold the oat bucket, Gengar and Estrella go on the right side. I give them their oats, I shut the
I
door,
am
and then the
not
other two get their oats.
Estrella is a psycho and won't go like 20
She's a
feet
psycho.
within
She
me.
doesn't like you.
I know, so I have to like put it in and then go behind her because the rest of them usually
His
go in their
point
spot.
is the goats respond to him differently than they respond to
it's
you.
just the noise. It's fine. I won't lock them up
Yes.
anymore. I'm trying to be helpful, but you can do
No,
it.
it's very helpful.
No,
It's
it's-
very
I'm-
helpful.
I'm
I
so-
was just
it's
trying
over
to
now.
tell
It's
you
over
what
now.
Oh my god.
That's good times.
You make me so tired.
Good times.
So yeah, it's actually Estrella. She's such a fucking spaz. But
Yeah, she is a spaz.
she
Yeah.
it's weird because
weird.
she's very spazzy like Bailey, but Bailey's not her mom.
Yeah.
And then Gengar's super chill
Yeah.
like Odessa, who's his mom. But like
He
it's just
spazzed
weird.
on me last night for some odd reason. It was really weird. I was like, "What are you doing?"
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe
What did he do?
He just
being
wouldn't go
spazzy.
in.
Oh,
and,
being
like,
a spaz.
Yeah,
Okay,
like I
that's what you
legit
said.
had
Sorry.
to grab him and then like put him in there.
Pull
but
him
yeah.
into the pen. Like,
Yeah.
get in there.
And then the moms got out, and I was like, "All right, I'm not dealing with this."
Yeah, he was so
Very
mad. I
frustrating.
was like, all right.
No, goats can be very, very infuriating. Just so infuriating. You just could kick them. You know what I mean?
Well, Bailey, she's one of our milk does, and so if there's anything different about her milking arrangement for that morning,
Yeah. She's like,
no,
no.
yeah, nope,
Yeah.
like anything. Like when I had my nephews, you know, Knox and
Oh, yeah.
Enzo over, and Knox was like, and he wanted to come and milk. I was like, come and you can, you know, milk the goat. And he's all little, and you know, he lives in a city, so it's something fun for him, or suburbia or whatever. And he was in there, and he's tiny, so it's like tiny person, very small human. She's terrified of him. She was like, he is going to eat me. Like she would not come up. I had to I was like, okay, you have to come out of the pasture so I can get the stupid goat, because she was all like, it's so funny.
See, mine are the exact opposite. They're not really scared of anything, but I have like a couple that are like Killian hates dogs, and she would like to kill every single one of them.
It's appropriately named.
Yeah, right? It's so weird. And like she is if there's a dog near the thingy, the ramp to the trailer, she will chase the dog around the trailer. until she butts it, and then she's satisfied that she's like done her duty, and then she
She's
goes
like, let me
in.
headbutt you. They're like, no.
Oh, she does it to Caesar all the time.
Aw, poor
I
beast.
know, and he'll just be laying there all like watching my mom milk. There comes a goat, you know, and she's so much smaller than him, and she does it to Cookie. She does it to poor little Frodo. Sheba does it to Sheba.
Aw.
She's literally like toppled Sheba ass over over
Tea
Tea Kettle like multiple
Aw.
times. Sheba deserves it though. Sheba does the same thing to all the cats. She just will run through like cats. And just like the cats go up into the air.
Oh.
She's a little asshole. And so when Killian does it to her, I'm like, how's that feel? How's that feel? Yeah, it doesn't feel good, does it? Stop doing it to the cats.
That's funny.
Yeah, so they're just, but they can be so frustrating.
At least she just does that. It's not like she won't go and get milked. She just
Oh
like,
no, because they want their grain. They're like,
Yeah.
I am going in the
See,
toilet
I
eventually.
have grain and stuff, and they'll be like, no, like nothing can be different. Nothing.
Maybe it's because of the chaoticness of our place, though. I'm trying to think why my goats have no problem with things changing.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
It's just the
probably-
chaoticness. Legend.
Yeah.
Maybe I should let you borrow him for like a week or two.
Bailey would be like,
train
now
your
I'm really
goats.
terrified of children.
Yeah. Because like he's always with me. Usually he's loud and he's always doing something, and he wants to either like sit in the grain bucket, or he wants to feed them, or he's doing something crazy, jumping. You know what I mean?
They're just like, okay, just give me the grain.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, okay, I just need to eat and milk
No,
and then go back
I
to
don't
my
know
pen.
if Bailey would ever use that. She's a spaz.
Yeah, none of mine are really spazzes. Leah, my one that gives the most milk, is such a fucking bitch. Like
Why is that always the case?
she's my biggest producer, hands down biggest producer. So I'll never get rid of her because she gives me so much milk.
She's such a bitch.
Such an awful bitch. I'm like, why are you such a bitch? Like,
She probably knows. She knows. She's all like,
that
I give the
what?
most milk.
oh, she's like,
She's
you
like, I
ain't
can do
getting rid
whatever-
of me.
yeah, I
That's
can do what I
I'll
want.
do what I want.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess she's so awful. I have to like hold the milk pail like under her udder. Like at first I can milk her both, like, both hands. But then she gets to a point where she's like,
Mhm.
no, you're done.
Mhm.
I say you're done. And I'm like, well, you have more milk. And she's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then I have to like hold the pan under her, and she's kicking, and she has scratched me so much on my
Aw.
arm with her stupid hooves. I can't even. Oh my
You
God.
should have one of the kids help you. Because honestly, because Odessa does the same
She's
thing.
very difficult. Like
Odessa does the same thing. Like
Yeah.
you can milk her, and then she'll be like over it at a
I'm
point,
done. Right.
and she'll start kicking and flying around like a crazy banshee, and like it's usually Ronan milking, and so but I'll milk, and he'll just hold her legs up.
Yeah, I'll have Dea come in and hold. She just really needs one of her legs held up because she's like bigger.
Mine
She's not
need both. They're
very.
just, like,
She's not like
crazy.
super tiny, and like, anyways, she's yeah. Anyways, that's what we deal with, right? Yay! All for goat milk.
Freaking Bailey popped up and like kicked like she was a fucking mule or something, like Ronan right in the eye,
Oh shit!
like with both feet, like kicked him. Like
he should not sit behind her. He should sit to the side.
Like it's yeah, we need to get a new stool. I don't
Yeah,
have
you need to sit to
I
the
don't have
side.
we sit on the stanchion because we don't have like a stool on
You
the
can sit on the
side.
stanchion to the side.
But like I know, but it's harder. It's like uncomfortable.
Oh, weird. I would much rather milk from this side versus like behind. No way.
But it's just like yeah, I don't know. It's just what we're used to, I guess.
Yeah,
It got so much hotter. Why?
it did.
It's like
Well, we've been in here for like a
nighttime.
bajillion hours.
Okay, what's the next one? Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Labeling your thermometer.
I love it.
I love it.
Well, okay, so we don't mean labeling. Like what we mean is putting on the
This is a
thermometer.
thermometer.
That's not what we mean. So we mean putting on the
I
thermometer.
mean, whatever works
like,
for you.
Like
This is
let's
a
say
thermometer.
you
Ooh.
you have goats and like horses or goats and whatever I don't know what the
Sheep.
fuck I have. Okay, so I'll just use goats. So a goat's temperature should be, I don't even know what the fuck.
101 point something.
Yeah. So put that on your
See,
thermometer.
yeah, I don't know because it's not my thermometer.
So that you know, so that in that time of like, okay, I'm taking the goat's temperature, I'm kind of freaked out, my adrenaline's going, and like, what is the goat's temperature, right?
And
so that
taking
you
a
know.
temperature of an animal is not fun anyways.
No, no fun.
If you know, you know.
Yeah,
And it's not going to be like, they're going to be like doing a dance while you were trying to get their
yeah. Talk
temperature.
about holding
Yeah.
an animal, right? You're gonna have to hold him real good,
No fun. So whatever animals you have, you can list. Usually, like the thermometer that you're going to use has like a little case, and you can put it on the outside of that case, that
Yeah.
plastic case.
Very,
like,
very, very
in
smart
a little
idea.
like goats this temp, sheep this temp, or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. And then you have it, and then you're not having to look it up every time. It's just right there. I think it's
Pretty genius.
pretty genius.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I'm always like, if I'm at the point of taking their temperature, thinking that something's like wrong, like, I'm throwing everything at them anyways. Like,
I was gonna say I can't remember the last
Medicinal
time I
wise.
took someone's temperature.
I know. I was just thinking about it.
I
was like,
just
can't
don't really
remember,
take
like,
temperatures because like I just can recognize from other signs and symptoms
I
that
guess if
animals
you're
doing.
newer though to it,
And so like I don't
because I'm
ever
the same
take
way. Like I don't
temperatures.
ever take temperatures now because I'm
No.
like, you're not feeling good.
You're not feeling good. Something's wrong with you. I
Yeah.
need to go do something.
And then you
Yeah.
can like feel under their arm if they're hot, if they're like dehydrated. You can see if they're dehydrated. Like,
I think
all
that's
that fucking
why.
shit.
See, like I don't need to like read something on a thermometer to know that like they're running a temperature. Is my point. I mean, I don't even take my fucking kids' temperatures.
Right.
Sounds awful, but I just don't. I'm like, you're running a temperature.
Yeah.
We should do something about that.
I'll know when my kids are running a temperature because.
And I can even tell, like, I'm really pretty good at guessing, like, especially with my kids, really good at guessing basically, like, you're running about a this temperature.
Skill set.
Skill set. I got it.
I know when Ronan's running a temperature because he talks in his sleep and he also walks in
I
his
don't
sleep.
know why that is such a kid thing when Dea doesn't
When
do
they're
that,
sick?
but she's my only one. All the others, the second, and that's usually how I start to realize they're running the temperature. It's before they even have a temperature, really. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like they sit up and they're like, blah, 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 and they're sleeping. You're like, what the fuck?
You're like, oh fuck, you're sick.
Ah, shit, you're
Yeah.
sick. God
Well,
damn it.
we were at the show and we were camping, so we're in a tent, like, and we're like, of course, like I swear to God, like every fucking time we go to this one place,
Specific
like the kids
fairgrounds.
get sick,
Yeah, it's been bad.
and so they we're like sleeping and we're all like on sharing like one air mattress, and I hear Ronan talking in his sleep, and obviously like you're uncomfortable as fuck anyways. So I like look over and Ronan's all like he is dancing, like he's like mom, like, do like shaking his butt, and I was like you're sick, and I was like okay, I was like fucking calm
Oh
down.
my
But then like the
God.
rest of the night, like that poor kid, he was up so much, and like he got up and was like walking around in circles around the tent. I'm like, Ronan, I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, lay down. And he
You
would,
tell
like,
me.
And he would like lay back down. And he said and he would keep like one foot out, like onto the ground. And he was like, I was having this dream, like if my foot wasn't on the ground, I felt like I was floating. So I had to keep my feet on the ground,
That
because he
is
was
so
just like
funny.
fucking sick and running a temperature. I was like, okay. It's like, this is going to be the fun rest of the time.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what the fuck is. We've been there 3 times,
Yeah.
and each fucking time
Every time.
someone
It's like
has been sick, and then we all get ill, or
bad
they, at least all the
mojo.
kids get ill.
It's
been so
and it's
fucking
crazy
weird.
because like our kids like get sick and stuff like that, but like not often.
Yeah,
like
not
we're not
often.
like crazy.
Yeah.
Like our kids are always sick or they're always having the sniffles or whatever. Like it's not like
No,
a thing where it's all
no.
the time. But every time we go there,
And
every
of
time.
course, like, you're there and you don't have all the fucking shit you need.
That's the other problem with like camping or being away, because like
You can only pack so much, or you only want to pack so much,
or
right?
you don't think about like your like even I was like they are sick. There's no way we're gonna be sick again.
There's no
like, what
way.
are the odds?
The
What are
universe
the
is
odds?
not that mean.
Yeah, and the universe is like fuck you.
That's right.
But yeah, it's so annoying. It was so fucking irritating. And then just them being sick and
Having to, they still want to do their shows, and they all did, of course, because they're like troopers like that.
very annoying.
And I had my weird like pregnancy-induced eczema at the same exact time. And then,
Yeah.
Legend was all like super ill, and I'm like, super fun on an air mattress too. Super fun.
All
Good
on
times.
an air mattress.
Good times.
So yeah, label your damn thermometers.
Yeah, I
unless
love
You
it.
have
It's
the
a
skill set
great-
of sharing, can just sense that they have a temperature and what that temperature is. Okay, so this one works for so many things. So I don't know if like where we're at, we have like tree people that come around and they like chop down trees and put them through the
Tree people. Sound like you were talking about
Tree-
someone
like
lived-
ants?
Yeah, it was cute.
like from Lord of the Rings. Tree
Ants.
people.
Tree people.
Um,
That'd be kind of cool to have actual tree
that
people.
that would be cool. I'd
I
much
mean,
rather
only if they
prefer
were
that.
nice. Yeah.
Only if they
We're
were-
like, oh,
That's running at you
Unless
fast.
they're palm trees, and then fuck you.
yeah.
get out of that stupid ugly tree.
So wood chips are usually very much like available and free. So like
Yeah.
we have like the people that come around, they'll cut branches and stuff from
Yeah.
like power lines, and usually you can ask them to like drop wood chips like on your property because they don't do anything with them really.
Yeah. No, my husband's whole like work, right? They just
Yeah.
they like shred trees and then they like,
Yeah.
oh, like gigantic pile of wood chips we're going to do absolutely nothing with.
So the wood chips can work as bedding for your animals. So it does harbor ticks. So I would say
Yeah,
it works well for like chickens because the chickens
Yeah,
will just
yeah,
eat
the chickens
fuckers.
just eat the fuckers. But like when it comes to like smaller rodents, I would 100% not suggest wood chips or even shavings. I've had bad experiences with animals and the shavings. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what? Can you share? Or is it too dramatic?
No, it was at my guinea pigs in this very room when we were younger. Yeah, they both died from some fucking whatever. I don't know what the fuck they had.
Well,
And back then we didn't have Google and all that shit, so like we
Yeah.
didn't know until it was too late.
well, a lot of with the
And
small,
the vet was like, "It came off the shavings," and I was like, "Really?"
a lot of the times with like the shavings and the things where the little animals are close to the ground, if they're breathing stuff in all the time, it's really bad for like respiratory wise, so they can get sick a lot. So that you shouldn't use anything that has any kind of
The residue.
residue.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
Like,
like,
I use-
shavings,
yeah.
wood chips,
Yeah,
anything like
nothing
that.
like
You
that.
should use like either paper or like we just use blankets for ours, but
Well, Dea uses for her bunnies. We use the, just the paper, the
Recycled.
recycled shit that's all fluffy and it's like expensive as shit. But obviously, I don't want her animals dying either. Or she just uses straw sometimes too,
yeah, I
because
feel
straw's like, it's just fucking straw. Nothing
yeah,
is
it
on
does
it.
have a residue, but I feel
Not
like
nearly as
not
much.
nearly
And she
as-
doesn't use it for like. I mean, her
Everywhere.
bunnies are in like a fucking
just their litter boxes.
shed to themselves, like a
Yeah.
big, nice shed. So
They have it good.
they have a good, yeah, just a litter boxes.
Yeah, but the wood chips also work really well to keep down like mud and stuff.
Yes,
to make
yes,
paths
100%.
with.
I love paths.
I know.
I need
I'm-
more.
Yeah, for like gardens and
Yeah.
stuff. If you want to make paths with the wood chips, like
Yeah,
And
because
it's
like
free?
the grass will have a hard time growing through. Weeds will have a hard time growing through, and even if they do, it'll grow through at such a slow speed. You could just like pick them by hand.
yeah. So using that, I want to get a lot more and use them in our garden for like little pathways.
Yeah, 100%.
Now that we're kind of like this is where this lives and this is where that lives.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I know. I need to have Juan bring home a ton.
No, why don't you
I'm going to. He's bringing home. He brought home so much wood, like for like our fires and stuff. But
have him bring?
I
home
need
some
wood
for
chips
me
now too. Yes, I
and
will.
not bring it here, but bring it to my house.
So you're gonna detour to Shauna's first. Drop that off.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Good job. Yes.
Do you want to do the next one?
No.
Yeah, do it. Can you not read it from there? Sherry has bad eyesight. You need glasses.
I do have glasses. Oh, I don't. Okay, so I don't know if
We wrote this down.
Yeah,
Because
so we wouldn't forget. Like last time we were doing the chicken episode, we're like, what are we gonna talk about? Anyways, so
that's what we sound
so
like.
fish in a trough.
Hi, Mom. Did you make us food?
I'm trying to, and you're hiding it. I can't get the pasta.
Damn it. We're literally like sitting in front of her pantry. We're like, did you make us food? We're almost done.
We're just sitting in
But
front.
we need snacks
We're like,
and desserts.
did you make us food? She's like, it's behind you. And we're like, damn
That's
it.
one of the best reasons of coming over here to podcast.
Yeah.
That my
Yes. Hands
mom
down.
makes us dinner.
Yes. Hands down.
And she loves it.
She does love it. Mom loves to cook for people.
Yeah. And I love when she cooks for me. It's a win-win.
We also love it. So, fish in your water troughs. So, like, I've never actually done this. So,
Yeah, yes, we have.
I guess actually maybe we did much
Yeah,
younger, huh?
Yeah, we absolutely did it. So it does work.
Like years and years ago.
And there are
Well,
some
so the
benefits.
idea
it's pros
is-
and cons.
The idea is the fish obviously eat because mosquitoes are huge, right? If you have those gigantic water troughs, I mean, there's going to be mosquitoes in your water trough.
Which is annoying as fuck.
Annoying as fuck, and then you have mosquitoes flying around. It's super gross, but obviously the cons of having like a fish in like a water trough is their poop. But your husband brought up a good point that like whatever animal is using that water trough is also pooping in the
And
water
you can
trough.
also get an algae fish to eat the algae too on the
Yeah.
sides of it. So it's like a
I feel like
self-containing
it would
ecosystem.
be very hard to clean or empty.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't clean it. You would let the
Yeah.
fish take care of everything. But then, like, what do you do when there's like, yeah, I don't know. So this
So I feel like I have too many dogs and cats for fish in water troughs. They would just be eaten. And I think my goats would just like suck them up too. It's like really gross. Yeah.
sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Kinda,
it does.
weird.
It is, I guess, a hack
If
for
you
some
have
people.
fish in your water troughs, you should let us know, and
if
we
it
can
works
chat about
well,
that.
and how long have you had them? Because like
Yeah, how long have
obviously,
you had them? Exactly.
They're not gonna like overwinter, right? They're just gonna get too cold and die.
I mean, I don't know. Those
Depending on
feeder,
how
those
big your
feeder fish
trough
are
is,
pretty fucking hardy.
If they're like, depending on how big your trough is, depending on how cold it gets, if it's getting like frozen.
There's
like,
a lot of depends here.
Yeah, if your trough is freezing, your
Yeah.
fish is not gonna survive.
Well, no, obviously. They're all ice cube. Like, let me out, please.
Like, hold on, I'm going to thaw you out. So we did used to do this though. We used to put them in.
remember
Yeah.
our horse troughs.
Yeah, on
we
our
had
horse
them in our
troughs.
horse troughs.
And I feel like it worked okay. We didn't have like the horses that like to like dunk their hay or anything,
Yeah.
which I think would be like the biggest thing, but
Yeah, I don't know. It could work. Could
it
not.
would work.
That's like we said. There's a lot of factors involved, so you would have to like,
Try it out
Yeah,
for yourself.
yeah,
Depending
try it
on.
out.
So I don't have any huge troughs, so I don't really feel the need to put fish in there. Like we empty them and, clean them out. Use a scrubber brush.
We do have huge troughs, but my
do?
girls love to. Dea specifically loves to clean them. She has her specific brush she uses, and that's what she does. She cleans
funny.
things. Yeah.
Wow. So she'd be mad if the fish was doing it for her. She'd probably kill it. She'd be
Well, no, she would be. My kids would just be worried. They would be like too worried. They'd be
About
like
the
overly
fish?
worried by the fish. Yes.
I would too, though. I get that.
They'd be like, "Mom, the fish," and then we saw the goat. It almost sucked it up. I'd be like, "It's a fucking feeder fish. It's okay." And they'd be like, "It's not okay. We're bringing it inside. We have a fish now." I'm like, "Fuck." Like, that is.
We have a fish now. Yeah, I would have several fish. I'd be like, this is Harry.
That's what oh my god, no! I would never do that. My girls would be way overly worried, and then they would all of a sudden would be in my house and they'd be like living there.
We had our feeder fish that the kids won
Yeah,
forever.
at the fair,
We used to have
forever.
years.
Yeah.
Years. Those
and
fucking
as
fish
long
lived.
as those feeder fish are so funny because and this would happen in the trough, by the way. If it could live that long,
They get as big
they
as
get
their
as
space.
big as their space
Yeah.
allows, right? And so like on a fucking trough, they're gonna be like, "Hello, I'm a whale."
They're like, is that a koi fish?
Nope, just a feeder fish.
Yeah, our fish lived for
They're
how
super
long did
hardy.
they live? Like 6 years?
Our goldfish?
Yeah.
A really long time. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
they were just like the feeder fish. They weren't goldfish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goldfish are super not hardy, by
Yeah,
the way.
they're not at all.
They were the free fish or whatever.
Yeah.
the kids
Yeah,
won
from the
somewhere.
fair or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it was super cool.
It is.
We no longer have them. I was actually happy to get rid of the fish tank though.
No, my girls are trying. They have been trying to talk me into fish for like effing years, and I'm just like, you guys, they're so gross. They need to be cleaned all the time. It doesn't matter what kind of fucking filter you get.
Which our dad.
No, if you clean it, you change the filter often, like every week, and clean it out. Like,
Yeah.
it does do a good job.
yeah, we used to like change, but it was still annoying.
Yeah.
But you did have to change it regularly. Yeah.
Right. Right.
And yeah, you had to take it out and wash the filter, and then you
Yeah.
put it back in.
Yeah. No.
Used to do that all the time, and then I would like forget, and I'd be like, ah, fuck.
Yeah.
And like take it out, and it's all gross.
Yeah. No.
Hate.
I'm good. Load.
Load.
Yes, I'm not a fan. I do like fish. Oh my god, I've been sitting too long.
Well, Dad, like, remember he had all of his super. Are you okay? Are you having your
just been
baby?
sitting too
That'd be cool to have your baby on camera.
Not really.
Yeah, everybody would love it.
Subscribe
Everyone would love it.
to our Patreon 25 level. You'll see the baby born.
Yeah, it'd be super fun. So come on, Sherry, don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish.
Yeah, Dad used to have all those tanks.
Yeah, our dad used to be huge into like
Saltwater,
saltwater
though,
fish.
yeah.
He had sea anemones and this fish that looked like a seal, like a baby seal. So fucking cute. He said it was a puffer fish, but I remember
Yeah,
it.
he just told us. We're like, Dad, what was that fish? It was so cute. It was like a baby seal, and it legit looked like a baby seal. He's like, oh, it was just a puffer fish. We're like, no,
No, it was a baby seal.
No,
Like it was a very
it,
small.
well, it wasn't a
seal.
baby seal, but it
That's
clearly was
exactly
also not
like
a
it
puffer
had a
fish.
tail.
It was like,
It was long.
I mean, do we imagine some of that?
I think we did.
Because I'm just like, it just was a baby
Like
seal.
after he said that, I was like, was all that in my imagination? Because it legit
did we,
in my head
did
is
we
like a-
form all of that?
like
We just
a-
were like, this is a puffer fish, and oh, but it kind of looks like a baby seal. Like,
I
look
think
right
we
there, right
did.
there. Like
I
we
think
were
we
so
did.
like imaginative
Yeah.
and weird.
childlike wonder.
Childlike wonder.
I still have that. I'm like,
So crazy.
yeah.
But I
love
remember
it.
him like playing with us on the
I
tank.
know, me
He was very friendly.
too.
That I did not imagine. I think that's obviously why we got attached to him. You know,
it was so cute.
it was adorable. But I remember his big little eyes.
I know. And didn't he have whiskers?
He had whiskers. Dad's incorrect. It was not a pufferfish.
It was a baby seal,
baby seal. You had a mini baby seal in the tank,
but it was very tiny. Definitely
so
it was
tiny.
so small,
like
but,
a couple inches long.
But he had like a tail and like I'm a baby seal. You know.
I'm a baby seal.
I think we
Here
named
to
him
make
baby
your day
seal.
brighter.
It was like a magical unicorn. It's great. Okay, so this next one is actually one of the best ones, and it's so simple, but make sure you have a headlamp.
Oh, I mean, it seems obvious.
Does it though? Because like people are all about like the flashlights and high-powered flashlights and everything else, but like having a headlamp and having your hands free
Yeah, I mean,
to do all the things.
obviously.
Because like there is going to be a time where you're gonna have to go out in the rain
Yeah.
in the middle of winter
To either
when it's
save an
dark as
animal
fuck.
or repair fencing or repair
to, like,
some fucking
because
roof.
something
Yeah.
happened and you're gonna be like
I need to use both my hands.
you're not gonna be able to and most likely no one's gonna want to get up with you and hold a flashlight. So you're on your own. Or you're gonna need the other person to be actually doing something. You need multiple headlamps. So yeah, headlamps are amazing. And they come in handy for so many things. Like I even like will wear mine into the garden at night, when it was like really hot out and I didn't want to be out there like when it was fucking hot. Or we'd get home really late.
Yeah, and then you
from
have
all
a
the kids'
headlamp.
things.
And you
I just
can,
got on the headlamp and
yeah, it's great.
go around my garden.
Dad always blinds me with his headlamp.
He's all like, "Hello."
Like last night, we had just left, and I have to stop over there to milk, and so I stopped the car to milk, and all of a sudden there's like a light like blinding me through my window, my fucking window. I look over, and it's Dad. I can kind of see his outline, but all I see is like his fucking light, and I'm like, Dad, turn off your headlamp. You can't have that on while you're looking at me because you're blinding me.
Or you can be like Mom. She pretended to be a big scary monster in the middle of the night.
We have not stopped talking about that. No, that was when we were milking, and she was bringing us random smoothies.
Yeah.
And she was like making a bear noise.
My mom doesn't have the best sound effects, first of all, okay? She's
She-
not known for her sound effects. Like,
No, but she tries so hard.
Where do
It's
you get it from?
very, very cute.
my sound effects are
that's
spot
what I'm
on.
saying.
I know. Thank you. I have great sound
Hey,
effects.
I have great sound
Yeah,
effects.
everybody loves my sound effects.
No, and she's like, and like Dea and I are like in the goat trailer, and we have like a lantern in there, so there's
So
light
funny.
and stuff.
That was
And
a good one.
Dea's like looking up through the door. She's like, "What the fuck?" And then my mom starts to. Of course, my mom always gives herself away because she cannot never contain her laughter. She thinks she's hysterical, and so then she starts cracking up, and we're like, "Oh my god, that was you." Okay, that was you.
They're like,
and
we
I'm
thought
just like,
a chicken
what
was
are
like
you
stuck somewhere.
doing? Oh my god, it was so funny. I love that story so much.
She's all, did I scare you?
And then
You're
she's like, can't even hold the smoothies up, and she was like, I was a bear. I'm like, you weren't though.
Turns out you were far from a bear. We'll work on it.
And the fact, like I have like a bajillion dogs laying right there. Yes, Mom, I think you're a bear. Pretty sure the dogs would just lay there and be like, look, Ma, bear.
It would have been funny if you maced her.
Thought you were a bear.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god, so fucking funny. Such a spaz.
Okay, so
We love her though.
we do love her. She's funny. So this last one also seems obvious, but we've literally been doing this our whole fucking lives. So we use dog crates, right?
Mm-hmm.
To transport smaller animals or even large animals. We've used
And
all
the dogs go right in the car.
yeah, we've used all size of dog crates.
Yeah.
Like they have like the huge big ones for like big extra big dogs. We've used those for like full size goats, like Nubian goats. Like get the fuck in there, cause like, we have the trailer, but
You don't always want to hitch the trailer up, and it's obviously a process to pull one goat to the vet if that's what you're doing, right? Or to pull one goat to be bred if you're taking it to be bred
Exactly.
or what the fuck ever, right?
I think the breeding thing. I think it's like more of that, like one goat to take up to be bred to.
Yeah, no, I'm not
somebody and
like
you're
putting.
like, I
I'm
don't
not
wanna
hitching up a
hitch
fucking
the
trailer.
trailer.
Well, especially like the only goats I have to breed are little Nigerians. It's like I'm not hitching the trailer
You're
for
going
you
in a
little
dog
itty bitty
crate.
little fucks.
Or-
Like you
yeah.
are going into a large dog crate altogether, and
Yeah.
you're going to be very, very comfortable. Yeah, it's so easy.
It's
very,
so
very easy.
So like if you ever see them, like sometimes you'll see them on like the marketplace, the Facebook
Yeah.
marketplace and stuff.
Snatch
just
'em up.
snatch them up, and they and literally all sizes. Like we have all sizes, So and they work for like getting your animals out, like emergency,
Yes,
like having your
yes.
crates like ready.
100%.
For like your smaller animals. In the big crates, you can shove so many chickens in a big crate.
So many.
So many.
Well, and the thrift stores. You can always find them at the thrift stores for like ridiculously well priced. Buying them brand new, don't do that unless you have like a oodles amount of money. Just go to thrift
Oodles.
stores, Facebook Marketplace, because people will just get rid of them after they don't need them any longer. They just get rid
Or
of them
they'll
for like
sell
20
them for like
bucks.
$20. Yeah,
Exactly.
easy peasy.
And
The
mom's picked some up for like $5 at the thrift store. It's like really nice condition.
oh
Yeah.
wow. Also, you can if your animal's like spazzing the fuck out, because you know the crates have the little openings on the sides. If you need to, you can put like a towel or a tarp or something over those, so that kind of makes it more dark and cozy, and it makes them calm down a little bit more.
Yeah.
Obviously, they still need to breathe.
I was
so,
going to say, I would suggest a towel, not a tarp, since it's plastic and all.
yeah. Well, I think most people have like
Like, have fun baking in there.
well, if it's really hot out, yeah.
Yeah.
That's only if it's like we're still like in summer mode.
Yeah, I suppose. I feel like I'm in summer mode, though, like all year long.
Because you're hot.
Yeah. And that's just our weather. Like, I don't know.
We didn't have a big winter last year.
I know we did
It was
not.
kind of like,
I know. It was like we blinked. It rained a couple times, and you're like, wait, come back,
I
come
know.
back.
I was like, how
I hope this year's better.
I was talking to the kids about that too earlier. I was like, how some people like dread the winter, and we're like, I can't wait for it to rain and be cozy. And,
I
like,
know.
We like look forward to
We just
it.
don't get it often enough anymore.
I know. I want it all the time.
Yeah.
Not,
Not
all the
Not
time.
all the time. Not all the time. I'm good. I'm good.
Tracks
We
my,
will
my
reword
statement,
that.
Yeah, but it would be nice to have like
Yeah.
it rain for like a couple weeks.
In a row?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dad would get depressed.
Yeah, yeah. Dad needs sun.
He could never live
Yeah.
like anywhere else.
Dad is so funny. You know, he needs the sun, but he bitches so much when it's hot. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Not
God.
that we all don't bitch when it's hot, but it's like so funny to me
I
that
think it's just in our family.
he's
We
one of
like
the
to
ones that
complain.
like bitch so much. Like he needs the sun. You know, where he'll
Yeah,
like
he has that thing, you
genuinely
know,
get
where
depressed.
if you don't get enough, like, whatever the fuck, UV, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you get, like, it's, like, legit, like, you get, like, depressed. And so,
Yeah.
like, we even used to have a little light in his office that would, like, give him the, you know, like, you know, he's the opposite of a vampire,
The
basically.
UV happy rays.
Yeah. And, like, there's, like, people, you know,
You
that,
know, I wonder if he's ever checked if he's vitamin D deficient though. You know?
I don't know.
Yeah, he probably is a little bit.
He just, and, like, but, like, we laugh because it's our dad, so, you know, we know him, so his depression can be funny. But,
To us, he's not really getting the jokes.
this one time he's like, I don't think I'm going to make it through this winter. And, like, the way he said it, and he was so dramatic.
So dramatic.
I was like, you know, like, it's like we lived, like, up in Alaska, you know, and our winters were just dark and scary. You know, and like there was like no sun
would
at all.
think that we had
like,
had
you know,
sun
like,
in, like,
you know, like in
weeks.
Alaska, yeah,
Yeah.
there's like no sun.
Or what's
like,
that zombie movie, you know, with and it's set in Alaska, you know? Some dumbass fucking movie with some dumbass actors in it, but
which
Tell me
one's-
more.
you know,
Which one's set in Alaska?
It's the one
28 days later. That's not Alaska.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I
figure
think-
out. No, it's not, Sherry. 28 Days is set in London.
Well, that's with Cillian Murphy. I love.
Oh
Cillian
no, it's not
Murphy.
Killing Murphy. It's some dumbass little actors that no one likes.
It's that dumbass zombie movie.
It's so dumb and just it should never have been made. But yes, it's that though, right? They don't have any sun, and the zombies come out because there's no sun. Like, wait, where were they before when the sun was here? It's so fucking stupid.
Oh, Kingdom? Are you thinking
They
of?
were
No.
hibernating, Sherry. Like,
Yes, where in the trees? Where
Like
were
the-
they? Caves?
like the what's the one caterpillar that?
No,
hibernates?
there's a Chinese zombie
Woolly-
movie
not
series
Chinese.
that's really good though, but it
What?
it does on that. It's called Kingdom, and
Oh.
it's pretty cool, but it's not really zombies. There's ended up being a like parasite on these flower. It's pretty good.
On a
Is it a woolly bear caterpillar? I think that's what it is.
Are you high? What just happened? Why are you
'Cause,
saying
like,
woolly
they-
bear caterpillar?
They hibernate when it's really cold.
Okay. You're like woolly bear caterpillar, but then
Yeah,
out there?
Yeah, and depending on their colors, if like it's like an old wives' tale, like it depends on their colors, like how black or how brown they are. It depends on how bad the winter's gonna be.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute.
It's
I like
very
it.
adorable. So like everybody's saying to cut more wood because the winter's gonna be harsh based on the woolly bear caterpillars this year.
Really?
Science.
Everywhere in the world? Everywhere in the world. So it's kind of like Groundhog Day, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably
See?
way
But
less
they
funnier.
but they will go. But they'll literally like their little bodies will shut down when it's really cold because they can, you know, and they won't because they don't want to turn into their moth form or whatever.
Why?
You know, because it's too cold, so they'll just die.
Oh,
So
okay.
they like will just their little bodies will shut down. They'll hibernate somewhere nice and cozy under like a rock until it gets warm again or gets, you know.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's like that's probably what the zombies are doing. Is my point.
Okay. Full circle, people. Full circle. We got it. She's there.
See?
We understand now.
I understood.
I was
me.
like, and we're talking about caterpillars for.
I understood.
I'm still wondering. She's like, because that's what the vampires are doing. They were hibernating. Oh.
with the woolly bear caterpillars. They're all cozy.
Well,
They're
vampires don't
using them
exist,
as
so-
pillows. Not
Zombies.
vampires, zombies. What the-
Whatever.
yeah, nuance.
Yeah, neither one exist. Did you see that new movie? It reminded me of you because you had that fucking idea for that movie or show or book or something, and you want Dad to write forever. The little girl, and she's bit by a vampire, but then she basically, her father's like, I still love you, wanna what the fuck ever else, and he wants to keep her alive, and so he is keeping her alive.
Let the right one in.
No, it's a newer movie coming out. Anyways, I couldn't help but think about you because you were the one, and then, remember you were like, it was like, I don't even know where you had set the movie, or book, or I don't know what the fuck you meant, but anyways.
I do not remember that at all.
No?
Was it in Alaska?
It wasn't in Alaska. And it was like, what Shauna had said was like, these kids start to basically need to feed only on blood. And, there was a few parents that were like, oh my God, terrifying. But then other parents were like, took them basically underground, you know what I mean? And were like giving them blood. And so they were essentially
My baby
vampires.
gets what she wants.
I would totally fucking do that.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
You wouldn't do that for your kids?
If I was like, I just want to live off blood now, I'd be like, you've been living off non-blood things for just now. It'd be quite the flip on their vegetarian lifestyle they're currently
No,
living.
not if they're just all like by choice. Like if they had to survive.
by choice. I'm just
I'm just saying he made it sound like it was by choice. Like they're all like, he was like, it'd be quite different. Like, no, like you wouldn't be all like, yeah, I'm going to fucking.
I'm not sure who would want to live off blood by choice. It's disgusting. But
Blood by
anyways.
Choice sounds like a good band. Rock band. We're blood by choice, everybody.
My husband literally always says something.
Always.
Is
He's
be
so
a
funny
good,
with that. I was going
or
to
be
say,
good-
you should be writing
good
these
band
down.
name.
And then you should
He has
like
so many good
put
band
yourself
names.
out there as like, I will give you your band name.
I'll
Just
never
ask
put
me.
myself out there, Sherry.
Ask
Never.
me.
You know
Ask
me.
me. I will give you your band name. I have a plethora of
Yeah,
options.
you can have them all written down.
Yeah. No, I think it'd be great.
Yeah, he
Skill
always
set.
says it.
Got a band? I'll name it.
I'm not even joking. It'd be great.
Blood by choice. So funny. And it can mean multiple different things. So it's fun.
Super fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure why we're talking about vampires.
I don't know. You were
We
like,
weren't. We were talking about zombies.
yeah, you
And you
talked
keep
about.
talking about vampires
No,
now.
we were definitely talking about
Because
vampires.
you were all like, I had some idea about a book or something. I have several ideas. You have to write them down for me.
Let's
'cause
get
I
back
don't
to
remember
hacks,
any of them.
people.
We're done
We're
with the
done.
hacks.
Oh, never mind then.
yeah, you're
Go
done
on.
with the hacks. That was
Tell
it.
me more.
That was the last hack they get.
We were gonna write more, but we hate when we're like listing too much stuff, where we're like feel like we're like,
Well, if it's almost like if we write it down, we're like, we have to say it. We have to get to that point.
yes,
And so stop being funny. Shut the fuck up. Like we
Yeah.
have to get to that point,
Yeah,
right?
and then
And that just like
it
ruins
derails
it all.
us, and we just want to be funny. That's why we started our other one, actually.
Yeah, exactly. We're like, you know what? Fuck this homesteading shit. Like this is fun and all.
we
It's our
love
lives, but-
homesteading, and we love doing it, but
Yeah.
we do like just bullshitting and being funny. So that's
you
why
guys
we
should
started.
just,
Yeah.
like I've suggested, just do this podcast and then do your Patreon immediately afterwards, because then that way it's like a little bit of a teaser. People will be like, and we're going to continue this conversation on our Patreon.
Oh, that's a good idea. Have you said that?
You had
Yeah,
never
many
said that.
times.
That is
I've
you're
said
a
it multiple
genius.
times. to
You've never said
Shauna.
that.
Yes, I have.
Okay, so I believe that. I believe you said that to her, and then
Multiple
she. Yes, it's fine. It's good.
That's what you believe.
Because
Yeah,
then
I do
the
believe that.
last 5 minutes
he's
of this
definitely
show
never said
could
that to
be, talking about that, and then it
Yeah.
eases into that, and then people are like, oh,
What?
Great idea. But I'm bored now and I'm hungry.
We've recorded 2 episodes. I'm fucking starving.
Yeah.
Speedburg's
you're
a
huge.
jelly sandwich. I was gonna rip out of his hand over there. I was
He would
like,
have shared with you.
no, because I didn't want to eat in front of the camera.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it's
that's
okay. I'm
weird.
over here eating
You're
my-
all in his peanut butter. Oh, Ember. See, full circle. We're like, I don't know what Sherry's talking about. Fucking weirdo.
Way too much peanut butter.
But anyways, be sure to go check out our
Yes.
Patreon. It is Porch Talk with our kind of homesteading.
So last time you said porch talks, you're really. It's fine.
We
You'll
agreed it
figure
was
out.
Porch
It's,
Talk.
It's our
right?
picture. It says porch,
Porch
talk. It said
Talk.
with our kind of homesteading. So like you can't go wrong. You're not gonna like
I bet if it
Happen
was
upon the
Porch
wrong-
And
Talks,
if
it
you
would
go-
come up.
yeah.
What?
Exactly.
Said if it was Porch Talks, it
Oh.
would come up if
Yeah.
you just search Porch Talk.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It-
porch
It's gonna
talk.
pop up. They're gonna
Yeah.
be fine. Because we
Anyways.
don't know what it is either.
It'd be great if I made a competing Patreon that was the one that one wasn't.
Yeah, that would be funny.
That would be his.
Probably not as funny as ours, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be fucking hysterical.
Your guys would
I love
probably
it.
end because you'd be like, I don't know how to work this stuff.
Touche.
Help us, Pork Talk.
All right, we're gonna go eat some spaghetti. But thank you guys all so much for stopping by and hanging out. And
Yes.
we will talk to you all next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.